Hi guys, it's Luke from the Foam Frontier, and today I have another review for you. It's not a Nerf blaster, it's a Busby Air Warriors blaster. It's called the Predator. I saw this product at my local Walmart just a few days ago, and I hadn't seen this on my Walmart shelves before. I had seen a lot of the other Busby blasters that I just wasn't really a fan of the aesthetic or anything of them. They looked sort of strange, but this one I thought looked pretty cool. It was only $10 at my Walmart. It could be different at other people's Walmarts, but Busby blasters are a lot cheaper than Nerf, and I think that's the draw for a lot of people why they would get them, not for performance. So let's talk a little bit about this blaster. It has an attached scope. It is removable. It doesn't really do anything. It's just aesthetic purposes, much like a lot of the tack rail scopes and everything for Nerf. This is a bolt-action blaster, so to prime it, you have to pull that all the way back. Load a dart in here. You can, with the Busby darts, you can just kind of set it into the chamber and push it back forward, and it'll kind of chamber itself. But if you're trying to use Nerf darts, it'll jam if you do that. You have to make sure you actually stick it as far back as possible into the chamber onto the dart stem. It comes with 4 Busby suction cup darts. These are a little bit different shape than the Elite darts just because they're a little bit shorter and the opening in the bottom is just a little bit wider. These do actually work in Nerf blasters, at least the front-loading ones, obviously not the clip-fed ones. They don't work quite as well as Nerf Elites or any Nerf dart, but they do work rather well. I kind of was surprised when I was playing around with them. It comes with 4 of these, the scope and the blaster. There's no instructions in the box or anything like that. But again, just to load the blaster, you stick it all the way down. That just gives you consistent performance if you do that every time. With the Busby darts, you can just set it in there and finish the prime. And then you fire it. So talking about the rest of the blaster, there's not really anything else to talk about. It's very smooth plastic. There's no other tack rails or anything like that. There's an iron sight that you can kind of try to line up with the back of the tack rail. I'm not really sure. That's just for aesthetic purposes. There's no attachment points or anything special like that. The only other aspect of this is a little dart compartment that many of the rifle-like Busby blasters have. It stores 4 darts. Nerf darts do store in there. I have a dart tag dart in there right now. Other than Busby darts, it does seem to shoot Elite darts most of the time. I've had a little bit of trouble with them where they do jam in a little dart jam door there in the front if you don't stick it into the chamber far enough. So you have to make sure that you stick the Elite darts really as far onto the dart stem as possible. Dart tag darts, they work very well. They are up to par with the Busby blaster darts. And you just load them the same way. They do fire if you just put them in there. They don't jam, but they just don't fire very far. They go maybe 6 feet. So now that I've talked about the blaster, I'll show you a clip of it firing. So I'm going to be shooting 4 different types of darts. I'm going to shoot 2 of the regular stock Elite darts, and then 2 of the Zombie Strike Elite darts. And then I will fire 2 dart tag darts, and then end with 2 of the Busby darts, and then I'll do that twice. As you can see, you can get really good performance with the Elite darts, and then sometimes you can get really poor performance with the Elite darts. Now finally I will finish up with the Busby darts. So now the most important part of the video. Should you go out and buy the Busby Air Warriors Predator? I'm actually happy with my purchase. With it only being $9.97, that was what kind of persuaded me to actually buy this. If it was any more, I probably wouldn't have bought it, just because I know that the not air-powered Busby blasters, the not pump-up air tank Busby blasters, are really, they're not as good. Busby is really good at the air tank ones, like the AirTech 6, AirTech 10, AirTech 20. Those guns are really solid. They shoot really far. I have an AirTech 6. I'll probably do a review on it at some point. But for $10 for a normal Busby blaster that doesn't shoot as far, it only advertises 30 feet on the box. I think it was worth a purchase. I like the aesthetic of the gun. Is sort of one of the reasons I bought it. Eventually I'll probably end up painting this and making it look a little bit different, but I just like the sort of hunter and the bolt action look. I'm not really a fan of the scope, but I think it still looks awesome like this, and I'll probably end up using it in my Nerf wars. And if you're worried about, maybe since it doesn't perform very well with elite darts, and you maybe have one elite blaster that you have, then you have a lot of elite darts, you could also just pick up from at least Walmart's, or maybe even online. My Walmart has packages of 51 Busby section darts, just regular Busby section darts, for $10. That is way cheaper than 51 elite darts. Elite darts from Nerf, you can get a 30-pack for $10, I think. So you can get 21 more darts for the same amount of money from Busby. So I think I'm just going to go pick up that package anyway, just because I have a Busby blaster and the Busby darts work with Nerf darts. So if you're looking for this type of blaster, this single shot sort of rifle look, then go out and buy it. But if you're looking for a gun that is very, very performance driven and like getting Nerf darts downrange, then I wouldn't buy this. But if you're using this in just to have fun, sort of, not necessarily win in a Nerf battle, I would say go ahead and buy this. That's why I bought it. I think it's cool. So thanks so much for watching my video. I'll have some more reviews up eventually, and very soon I'll be down back at school, and we'll have our first meeting of Nerf Front, is what we like to call it, down at U of I. And I'll have some live footage from different games of that, and it'll be narrated over on what blasters I use and why I chose that loadout and what I like about those blasters for that game type, and some rules for some of the new game types that we like to play. If you liked the video, please click like down below. If you really liked my video and maybe my other couple videos I have up, please click subscribe down below, and I hope to see you back here on the Foam Frontier.